The universe is a mystery. Time is its most elusive dimension. Humans have always wondered if time can be mastered. The question has echoed across centuries. What if time travel became possible? The idea is both terrifying and beautiful. It is the dream of scientists. It is the fantasy of storytellers. It is the obsession of philosophers. It is the prayer of those who wish to undo regrets. To travel through time is to touch eternity. But what would it mean for our world? What would it mean for our lives? What would it mean for our future? Time is not what we think it is. We imagine it as a straight line. We picture it as seconds ticking endlessly. But physics reveals something stranger. Einstein showed that time is flexible. Time bends with gravity. Time slows near massive objects. Time stretches near the speed of light. The universe does not keep time like a clock. It weaves time and space together. This fabric is called space-time. Space-time can bend and fold, and in that folding lies the key to travel. If time is elastic, then perhaps it can be pierced. If time is a river, then perhaps it can be sailed. If time is a road, then perhaps it has shortcuts. The concept of wormholes emerges here. A wormhole is a tunnel through space-time. It could connect two distant points in space. It could connect two different points in time. The math of relativity allows such tunnels, but the physics of reality makes them unstable. Still, the idea lingers in human imagination. What if one day we build a stable wormhole? What if one day we cross its bridge? There are other routes too. The concept of near-light travel is one. If a ship moves close to the speed of light, time slows. Inside the ship, time passes normally. Outside the ship, centuries may pass. This is called time dilation. It is not science fiction. It is proven by atomic clocks and jets. It is confirmed by satellites in orbit. We know time does not tick equally for all. So, in a sense, we are already time travelers, but only toward the future. Always forward, never back. To travel backward is the hardest dream. It raises paradoxes that shake the mind. The grandfather paradox is most famous. What if you go back and prevent your own birth? Would you vanish? Would the timeline collapse? Would the universe split into branches? Quantum theory suggests many worlds. In each choice, a new reality dawns. So maybe killing your past self does not erase you. Maybe it only shifts you into another branch. The universe could be an endless tree of timelines, each action carving a new branch, each choice birthing a new path. But such power is dangerous. Changing the past could unravel history. A single step could erase millions. A single whisper could stop wars or start them. The butterfly effect becomes immense. One small act ripples into eternity. Would humans be wise enough for such power? Would governments weaponize it? Would corporations exploit it? Would religions condemn it? Would ordinary people misuse it? The risks seem infinite, yet the temptation is stronger. Imagine meeting your ancestors. Imagine standing at the pyramids. Imagine watching the birth of stars. Imagine hearing prophets deliver their words. Imagine saving lives before disasters. Imagine warning the world of wars. The heart longs for these journeys. The soul aches for lost chances. The mind hungers for answers in history. Time travel promises all of it. But what about the future? Traveling forward is safer. It avoids paradoxes. It avoids rewriting the past. It shows us destiny instead. It shows us our children. It shows us our civilizations. It shows us triumphs and failures. It shows us whether humanity survives. It shows us whether the planet heals. It shows us whether we become gods or ghosts. The future is a mirror we may not want, but curiosity demands we look. Scientists debate the limits. Some argue physics forbids closed loops. Others argue quantum rules allow them. Some dream of cosmic strings. Others calculate rotating universes. The equations leave room for mystery, and mystery is enough to inspire hope. But imagine the first traveler, one human stepping into the unknown, one mind daring to cross time. The machine hums, the air bends, the fabric trembles, and then they vanish. They reappear centuries away. The world is not ready for them. The traveler is both hero and curse, because their arrival changes everything. Governments scramble, religions react. Societies divide. Some worship the traveler. Some fear them. Some demand the machine. Some demand its destruction. The traveler becomes a symbol, a walking proof that time is not sacred. That destiny can be touched. That fate can be bent. Humanity is never the same again. The traveler stands at the edge of history. They are the witness of ages. They are the bearer of forbidden knowledge. They know what no one else knows. They have seen both past and future. They hold the weight of eternity in their eyes. But knowledge is power, and power invites corruption. Nations may seek to control the traveler. Armies may fight for the machine. Corporations may hunger for profit. Every tyrant may see a chance to rewrite destiny. Every ruler may wish to erase their mistakes. Every leader may dream of eternal rule. Time travel becomes the ultimate weapon. Imagine a war fought with time machines. Soldiers vanish into yesterday. Bombs explode before they are even built. Assassins strike long before leaders are born. Whole battles are erased from memory. History becomes a shifting storm. No one can trust the record of the past. Reality itself becomes unstable. This is the nightmare of temporal warfare. Philosophers warn of identity collapse. If the past can change, then who are we? If yesterday is unstable, then what defines today? If tomorrow is already altered, then what is free will? Time travel shakes the foundation of existence. It makes us question memory. It makes us question destiny. It makes us question God. Religious traditions speak of divine order. Time is seen as sacred. Events unfold by decree. The end is written. The past is fixed. The future is veiled. If humans unlock time, the balance is disturbed. Faith trembles under the weight of science. Some will call it blasphemy. Some will call it a miracle. Some will say it was always destined, but not all outcomes are dark. Time travel could be a gift. It could allow us to heal the world. We could prevent extinctions. We could stop pandemics. We could warn civilizations of collapse. We could guide humanity toward peace. We could learn from our own mistakes. We could grow wiser than ever before. We could build a future worth living. Still, the paradox remains. To change the past may erase the present. To erase the present may erase ourselves. To erase ourselves may erase the traveler. To erase the traveler may erase the change, and so the loop spins endlessly. This is the paradox of time, a cycle with no answer, a riddle with no solution. Some propose the multiverse escape. Every change spawns a new reality. Every action splits the timeline. The past is untouched in one branch. The new branch carries the change. So nothing is erased. So everything is multiplied. But this raises its own horror. If every choice creates worlds, then there are infinite worlds of pain, infinite worlds of suffering, infinite worlds of war, and infinite worlds of joy too. But which one is real? Which one belongs to us? Which one carries our soul? The science of quantum mechanics whispers clues. Particles can exist in many states. They collapse into one when observed. Maybe time is like that. Maybe reality is not fixed until seen. Maybe the traveler collapses the world they enter. Maybe observation itself writes destiny. If so, then time travel is not freedom. It is responsibility. It is the weight of creation. Imagine the traveler returning to the present. They have seen wonders. They have seen horrors. They know what lies ahead. Do they speak? Do they warn? Do they remain silent? The choice is impossible. Reveal the future and risk panic. Hide the future and risk disaster. Either way, the burden is unbearable. The public reacts with awe. Some demand to go themselves. Some fear the doors of time. Some build religions around it. Some revolt against it. The traveler is both savior and enemy. The machine is both miracle and curse. Civilization stands at a crossroads. Technology advances quickly. Soon, more machines are built. Soon, travel becomes common. Soon, people step across centuries like roads. Time tourism is born. Visitors crowd ancient cities. Travelers record dinosaurs. People witness their great ancestors. The past becomes a marketplace. The future becomes a vacation. The sanctity of time dissolves. But with freedom comes chaos. Crimes spread across eras. Thieves steal from forgotten kings. Killers hide in ages without records. Smugglers carry treasures across time. Black markets rise in centuries long gone. Law itself breaks down. Which police can chase a man through time? Which court can punish crimes of yesterday? Justice becomes impossible. Then comes the risk of contamination. A traveler from today carries diseases to the past. A traveler from the past brings plagues to the future. Civilizations collapse under foreign sickness. Biology itself rebels against intrusion. The timeline is poisoned. The damage may be irreversible. And what of evolution? If humans alter the distant past, life may change. A single plant crushed may alter ecosystems. A single animal killed may shift balance. A single storm avoided may rewrite landscapes. The earth itself may become unrecognizable. Time travel could erase humanity before it begins. The cost may be extinction. Still hope whispers, what if we use it carefully? What if we treat time as sacred? What if we travel only to learn? What if we never touch, but only observe? Then time travel becomes education. It becomes wisdom. It becomes memory made real. We could build museums across centuries. We could record the birth of stars. We could preserve every culture forever. No knowledge would be lost again. Imagine a library of eternity. every book ever written, preserved, every speech ever spoken, recorded, every song ever sung, captured, every soul remembered. The machine could be a temple of memory. Humanity could defeat forgetting. We could conquer death itself in remembrance. But will humans resist temptation? Will they avoid greed? Will they resist rewriting? Will they respect the fragile thread of destiny? Or will they shatter it? This is the ultimate test. The traveler walks again into the stream of time. They no longer fear the unknown. They have seen too much to turn back. They know that time is fragile. They know that destiny is not simple. They know that power without wisdom destroys. The world begins to divide. Some demand strict control of time travel. Some want open access for all. Some want it banned forever. Nations form alliances to protect the timeline. Others build secret machines in hidden labs. The race for control of time becomes the new arms race. Nuclear weapons are no longer the greatest fear. The machine of time is far more dangerous. Scientists warn of paradox storms. Too many travelers create contradictions. Too many contradictions collapse reality. The timeline becomes unstable. History begins to flicker. Memories shift in human minds. One day a city exists. The next day it is gone. One moment a person lives. The next moment they never existed. Reality becomes like a dream, unstable, fragile, and terrifying. The traveler tries to stop the chaos. They warn leaders of the dangers, but leaders hunger for power. They warn the people of the risks, but people hunger for adventure. They warn the scientists of collapse, but scientists hunger for discovery. The warning is lost in the noise of ambition. Then comes the event. A massive paradox shatters the timeline. It begins as a ripple. It spreads like a wave. Entire centuries vanish. Memories bleed across generations. The world screams as reality rewrites itself. Time itself begins to collapse. The traveler acts in desperation. They return to the machine. They realize only one chance remains. They must travel to the beginning. They must stop time travel before it begins. They must sacrifice everything. They must undo their own journey. They must erase their own path. So they step into the storm. They travel back to the moment of invention. They confront the scientist who first unlocked the machine. They destroy the design. They burn the formula. They erase the knowledge. The future vanishes. The wars disappear. The chaos dissolves. Time heals itself. Reality becomes whole again. But the traveler is gone. No one remembers them. No one recalls their face. No one knows their sacrifice. They erased themselves to save the world. They are the forgotten guardian of time. The world continues as normal. People live their days. Nations fight their wars. Children play in the sun. Humanity walks forward unaware. The machine never existed. Time travel never began. The paradox was erased forever. But in some quiet place, in the whispers of eternity, in the folds of space-time, the memory of the traveler lingers, a shadow in the stream of time, a ghost in the river of ages, a reminder that the question was asked, a reminder that the dream was dreamed, a reminder that the danger was real. And so, we return to the question, what if time travel became possible? It could be the greatest gift. It could be the greatest curse. It could save us from extinction. It could doom us to collapse. It could answer every mystery. It could destroy every truth. It could unite us in wisdom. It could divide us in chaos. Time travel is the mirror of humanity. It shows our greed. It shows our hope. It shows our arrogance. It shows our longing. It shows what we would do if given power. It shows what we would risk for knowledge. It shows who we really are. Perhaps we are not ready. Perhaps we are not wise enough. Perhaps time should remain a mystery. Perhaps destiny should remain hidden. Perhaps the future should remain veiled. Perhaps the past should remain sacred. Yet the dream will not die. Scientists will still chase equations. Philosophers will still ponder destiny. Writers will still imagine journeys. Children will still dream of time machines. The human spirit will not stop asking. The human soul will not stop longing. The human mind will not stop exploring. One day, perhaps, the door will open. One day, perhaps, the machine will hum again. One day, perhaps, a new traveler will step forward. And once more, the question will rise. What if time travel became possible? Until then, we live in the present. We walk forward 1 second at a time. We carry the past in memory. We face the future in hope. We hold the now in our hands. The present is our true gift. The present is our true power. The present is our true destiny. Time is not ours to control yet. Time is ours to live. Time is ours to treasure. Time is ours to respect. Time is ours to love. And perhaps that is enough. The clock ticks on. The stars burn above. The universe expands endlessly. And humanity walks forward, always asking, always dreaming, always reaching, always wondering, what if time travel became possible?